Alright, let's get to the start of Barbarossa here. No more funny business. Alright, what were we doing? Yep, so fuel, we're going to try capping this. We're actually pretty close to our fuel capacity, but we're already almost done with some of these silos. That's quite important because I probably should have mentioned this a little earlier, so hopefully you're not following along with me in real time. If you are, that's alright. You can follow along and do what I'm doing. Silos, we're going to be fine. But you're going to have a fuel issue. So two ways you can deal with that: build your own or store up a bunch beforehand and hope it's enough. I used to build my own, um, but I really think it's worth it to go for the fuel silo instead. First off, it's cheaper. Uh, each one is cheaper, and this is going to give you 75,000 fuel capacity, and that's going to be affected by modifiers as well. Oh, actually, it already is. So actually, it's already 82.5 thousand, 82,500 each one. Um, that's what? Um, what's my maximum consumption? 25,000. All right, yeah, that's all right. That's a lot. But so you're not really ever going to be at your max consumption, but let's assume we are, and then subtract your daily gain, which once we don't have the Soviets, that's 98. So, oh, we could actually get some more right now from these guys. Let's do that. But 98, so, that's a weird number. That's a little over a third. So let's say just minus 2,000 fuel gain from that. Um, so let's just for a nice number, let's say 4,000 daily gain. So net loss will be 21,000, assuming maximum consumption. So, 80,000, a little over 80,000 storage. That's actually about 4 days, 4 additional days of fuel, which doesn't sound like all that much, but it it's gonna go a long way. Um, and so if we get up to maybe 2 million in capacity, we'll be perfectly doing great. Um, honestly, that's probably even more than we need, especially for single player, because like I showed you earlier, we can really bypass a lot of the raids, and so that won't be an issue. Do we have this guy here? I don't want you there. Uh, are we not getting raided here? We are not getting raided at all. Okay. Um, yeah, Italy's dying in Greece, but that's okay, because we already did Balkan dominance, so we no longer care. I mean, we care a little bit if Italy dies completely. Actually, I've never seen them die completely, and I kind of want to, because you can do... I don't know, I just did that. I'd have to do these first. Can these be bypassed? No, you can't bypass them. But if I saw them dying, I would do these two, and then Italian war effort question, and I could get them as a puppet. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, but that's probably not going to happen. Alright. What are you? Oh, you're one of the Czechs. Um, Xenophobe, that's actually one you can go for. Weekly manpower minus 100 feels bad. Don't one of these guys give it? No, I guess I'm just thinking this guy. I don't like losing weekly manpower, but that's a lot of stability. Some political power. I don't like losing the population gain, although I don't know how significant population gain is over the course of the game. So I'm just going to ignore that. Hmm. Yeah, you can spend time being nice to your quote unquote allies in the Balkans, but why would you do that? Complete waste. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We can build refineries quicker. I mean, we're pretty much done, but you know, better late than never. Alright. So, what was our situation again? Light self-propelled. Yeah, self-propelled. We need self-propelled, self-propelled, self-propelled. We have enough stugs. Just getting greedy with the upgrades. But we need more Sturmpanzers. That's the situation. In fact, for such a situation, I'm actually willing to cut down our heavy fighter production. Artillery. One of those should be fine. Quite a few good things. Ground support and air superiority bonus. I'll go with ground support because we're going so heavy on CAS. 15 centimeter. Medium howitzer. Anti-tank's just really not that important in single player. I mean, it's only 40 days, but I can't bring myself to do it. You can get the 7.5 centimeter guns for your tanks if you do these, which those 7.5 centimeters quite good, but I'm not planning on using them anyway, so I'm planning on jumping straight to the 8.8. So maybe I'll just do this. Yeah, I'll do this right now. And then go for the 8.8. Oh! Temporary 10%. Let's go. It's a temporary minus 1% consumer goods. Yeah, that's a lot of CAS. Before the war starts, we're going to want to make sure war with USSR. Note, this does not start a war, just gives you a war goal. So take that as early as you want, and you can just hold on to that war goal whenever you're ready to use it. Ah, here's the event. Hungary and then Romania should follow closely. Yeah, let's not change anything. We have all this political power, but let's just sit on it, because once we're in the war with the Soviets, we're going to find we run out of this quite quickly. Alright, there we go, Romania. Too late to cancel this, so I'm just going to do this first. Continental oil. That's going to be very helpful. Oh, what the heck? Is that a naval invasion? I don't know. Looks like we have green air, so... How many CAS can I give you? I would like you to win this. Wow. We don't have fantastic range. 150. Better not load this place up with fighters as soon as I get there. Well, let's go for the smoke discharger. 3J. Now we can go for the Panther. Way ahead of time, but oh, you know, I could go for this. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Yeah, it's lots of CAS damage we're doing, and of course, Italy gives us red air, but we're back. Do I send some air? Yes, I'll take some tech. Research bonuses. Yeah, 14 accidents in this wing alone. That's crazy. Stop it. Yeah, it's 2100. And how many do I have in stockpile? Yeah, another 1100. Not great, not terrible. Um, 6. Let's send 6 right here. Oh, wait. This one. Wow, air sport's really carrying. Continental oil. Give me that Romanian oil. These lag sometimes and they always trip me up. Oh, they finally got him. Yeah, that cast turned things around. I mean, look at that. 4 damage to their remaining sticks. Some strength damage is 26% bonus to their stats. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, wait. Those fighters I sent aren't doing anything. Aha. We have all this command power. Let's put it to use. Traits. We're gonna want to go Spearhead Specialist on all of our Panzer guys to decrease the combat width. I'm not sure if I went over this already, but we're aiming for 26.5 combat width. We don't have that right now, but we're gonna add another support probably actually. And that should be it for us. Yeah, that's not a bad design right there. So 26.5, you can achieve that if your Field Marshal and your General have Spearhead Specialist, and your Field Marshal is Heinz Guderian, because he has a unique trait which gives reduced combat width. I believe uh, Patton has it as well for the US, but I'm pretty sure no one else does, so they're the only people who can do this trick. Oh, right, let's go back to him. So that's a must-have. Charismatic, that recovery rate is amazing, so I'm going to go with that. Then it's pretty difficult. Logistics Master, that's great. Lowers supply consumption. Non-combat out of supply penalties. That's This is better on your generals because that ability is really amazing, and you're not going to be able to use that on the Field Marshal. It's just too much command power. These ones are good, but remember, he's Field Marshal, so you're only going to get half of the benefit of these. Except this one, the combat width one. For some reason, it seems like that applies in full. So, whatever that means. How many? I have one more after I take a pick. I mean, even half of 8%, 4% is pretty nice. I mean, I don't know, if I have 200 soft attack in a division, 4% of that's an extra 8 soft attack. That's pretty nice. Do I do that? Supply consumption though. 5%. Hmm. I don't know. I like stacking modifiers. Boom. Reinforce rate initiative. I don't find that being all that important. Sure, Panzer expert. Alright, now all of you guys, Panzer expert, 8%. Oh yeah, and spearhead. Alright, I'm only have enough command power to do it for you two. I'll have to come back to the others. Rearm? Sure. I don't know, none of these seem to really matter. But the only one I really care about is not ending their war payments. Because they give us civs, and they trade at a lower cost to us. So, I don't want to give that up. What are we doing here? Yeah, there we go. Now we have range to cover it all. Railway network. Not gonna go for that. Let's go for medical evacuation. I'm gonna spend on the XP because we have so much. Probably from all that lend-lease we've been doing. Railroad guy. Go for dockyards. Dockyards are great. I love dockyards. Who doesn't love dockyards? Let's go for construction 4 though. How my cast doing? Come on. Make me proud. Lots of damage. Love to see it. Yeah, we're melting them. I want to see similar performance against the Soviets. We could go for that. We'll have to do one of these first. But actually, screw it. Let's do this so we can get that 8.8 centimeter quickly. We won't really need it all that quickly, but we'll have it nonetheless. Again, this one's one of the lowest priorities, but let's grab it anyway. Get every last bit of value we can out of these. Oh, yes. Alright, here we go. Alright. Honestly, I almost never build mills this late, but I feel like we're in a rare position where that might actually be the move. We're gonna need more of these, and more of these, though, to actually put them to good use. Wow. Did they build up their infrastructure? That's insane. Alright, let's try to front load these artillery ones, because that's going to be going on the SPGs, and then I anticipate more factories after that are going to be going towards the replacement stugs. 3J, don't care about you. March 1941. Yes, something you can do starting in March, Operation 25. I was not prepared for it. You could be. Let's see. Motorized equipment we need. Allegedly. Mechanized infantry, how about that? Do we have the... That's a red available, so that means we don't have enough, but we only need 3,200 and we have at least 3,000, so can't be that far off. So I'm gonna do that. Gonna do this. Gonna deploy all. Hit him with this. Hit him with one of these. Shift, click. That means it'll be a frontline order for the entire field marshal army group instead of separated by army. So I'll, for demonstration, if I just do regular click, see there's each army has different portions of the front, so they're going to divide. if you control click, or not control, shift click, that goes away, and they'll just go anywhere. That just makes organization a lot nicer, makes the battle plan a lot smoother. You get a lot fewer issues when you do it that way. Yeah, Operation 25, that's going to start the war in 17 days, I believe, so we need to rush to the border. I don't know what to do. It's going to take us too long to go down this. I mean, I guess we could do more of these. Could go for Navy stuff. Yeah, let's do this. Actually, before I unpause, this is no longer ahead of time. That's a 1941 tech. So yeah, this is completely useless now. I should probably research that though before I do Barbarossa. You know, if you wanted to at this point, you could just do these continuous focuses. I, for whatever reason, hate doing them until I've completed everything. So I'm looking for anything else that I'd rather do. But yeah, I mean, Navy, I guess. But no, I'm gonna division organization. Oh, resistance target. That's nice. Oh, if you do that alongside whatchamacallit, Plan Z, that's pretty good. Lots of dockyard output. You could probably rush a lot of Navy with that. Oh, the possibilities are endless. Uh, sure, let's do this. And then we'll switch it to the organization one when the war starts. Just lower resistance target everywhere? That sounds quite nice, actually.
Angetreten.
How are we doing? The last one of these will be done May 19th. Alright, that's cutting it quite close. But yeah, let's get a head start on these.
Angetreten.
You guys don't have a plan. Let's get a plan, because this, while this is... Oh, we didn't click it yet. Gives a lot of planning speed, so that's nice. Train the workforce. Oh, yeah, these oil fields. Finally got those. Train the workforce. Do that. Yeah, we're looking. Yeah. Oh, we get the effects from winter heating. Great, fantastic. Uh, just to make sure all of these guys are ready. Put them on that. I am gonna want to. Geez, there's a few things I want to produce before the war starts. One of them is more air bases. So let's actually cut to the front of the line actually with a lot of these. Uh, Lower level ones are always better to upgrade than the higher level ones, because each subsequent level costs more. So let's do this. Yeah, that should be done quite quickly actually. 6 days. Oh, I can do that. Don't care. Don't need them. Alright, now this is gonna be an insane fight. Oh, I have enough command power. Panzer expert, spearhead specialist. Booyah. How much do we have on mech actually? Will we be able to get 48 a day? We might. Let's try increasing this actually. Hmm. Maybe, just maybe we could squeeze out enough of those to swap out 2 battalions for mech before the war starts. Once the war starts, we're not going to be wanting to switch a lot. So, because we're going to have to wait for the divisions to, get their new equipment and everything before we make new pushes. So we really want to get as much done at the very beginning as possible. Oh wow, it started an hour late, I guess. That's interesting. Alright. Again, I'm not going to micro like crazy, especially for this mostly inconsequential war. Oh, it feels so good having all these tanks. It's great. Alright, it's a little thin over here. Bunch of ones. Yuck, mud. Mud and storm. Don't care, attacking anyway. They're just Yugoslavs. We're fine. Alright. Alright, that's not the stats I'm looking for. That's actually not that great, but not horrible either. They can't pierce us, and that's the important thing. 70%. That's pretty good. Pretty good for us, not them. Actually, I can just activate their battle plan. Look at that. Unintentional encirclements. Great. Gotta love it. Let's not rush victory points. Let's pick fights. Let's get experience. It's about the experience, Oh, we just overran something. How's Yugoslavia doing? Not so hot. Oh! What happened? Did we actually run out? I think we actually ran out. Because I don't think we have any divisions. Light tanks. No C's. Infantry. Or army. Light tank. Light tank. Light tank. No 2Cs. So, yep, that's legit. Yep. Really just is that rough. Yeah, we could actually swap out a lot of these already. Yeah, let's throw one of these guys. Honestly, if we didn't do that, and we didn't have this recon, we had like some recon that didn't increase combat width. Motorcycle recon, for example. We could actually throw on another infantry. You could do a design like this. It'll be a little cheaper because it's more, or even just motorized or motorcycle even, if you really want to go cheap. It'll be more org, more strength, because infantry, even the motorcycle one, has more strength than tank divisions. It will use more manpower. Wait, what? Oh, that's because this is lowering manpower. Or, yeah, more manpower, but yeah, and less stats, obviously. But it's feasible. Not what I'm doing though. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother updating that while they're fighting. Actually, I'll just tell them to stop fighting.
Befehle. Angetreten.
I'll let you keep going because you're winning. And then support light self-propelled artillery. Place another one here. We have enough for that, right? We actually have enough for. Right. Yes, we do. I need to make this look better. Salt neck. You are one of these. Right. That looks better to me. That's what we'll do. Oh, my tanks. My tank capacity. I have no capacity for tanks. My tanks lack capacity. Ooh. The capacity for tanks I have is diminished. We had enough for that though, so we just need another 1,000. That's 50 days. A little over 50 days. April, May. Mid-June. We could actually do a historical barb date, perhaps. Oh, that's so rough. Let's, armor production. That'll offset a little bit the issue.
Befehle.
Average strength. Go up. Sure, that. Upgrade that recon equipment. Garrison. And uniforms. Steel? Don't know of any issues. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're doing that. If we were going more conventional, we could go for this 4 F2 turret. Or this superstructure while we're going for the medium SPGs. Actually, that's something we're probably going to do anyway, so let's do that. Alright, what's our runtime at? 34 minutes. Alright. Fighting strength. Go up a little bit. Please. Pretty please. No? Okay. Yeah, that's more like it. Those are stats. Oh, attacking over a river into mountains? I don't care, still getting 100 soft attack. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You better capitulate. Come am I looking around like I just finished a focus or research?
Achtung!
You
Achtung!
go to the eastern front. I'm just gonna set a front line along the north here. Not gonna bother manning the border for these guys. I'm not gonna call them in. You could call them in, and if you do call them in, I'd recommend just put your army across the whole front. But if you're gonna do what I'm doing here, don't bother. Um, Interesting. If you don't call them in, the Soviets can't push here or anything, so there's no point in manning that front, and you can't push across it either, so it'll be just a waste of manpower.
Angetreten!
But if we concentrate here, we're not wasting manpower. So, unite people under your government. We fight united. Seems appropriate. Okay. 1,000,000 fuel stored up. Let's put down these planes because they're slowing down our acquisition of fuel quite substantially. All those airfields are done. That's nice. That did delay this to June. Whoops. But should be fine. We should be fine. No issues. We're fine. Oh, yes. I'm like, oh, what happened to our engines? We upgraded everything. We're great. Everything's fantastic. Having a great time. Close air support. Go. Oh, I need more tank capacity. This is painful. I want to put mech up top. Actually, put them way up top. Screw you, planes. I need mech. More mech. Probably have, oh, I have inactive rubber refineries. That is for sure. Uh, um, Recon equipment. Unite is important. Mech. Give me mech. Uh, okay, recon equipment. Maybe you're a little important. No, you're not. You're less important than field uniforms, I think. Um, oh, I can get more. Thank you. Thank you, please. I love that Soviet oil. Yep, you guys can have whatever you want. These events, this land is pretty much useless to you. You don't have cores on it or anything. You're not going to really get anything out of it. It's just going to be another source of resistance for you. The only thing I would like to keep is, oh, what the heck? Since when do they have that? I'm going to get a puppet of Croatia. You're going to want that. You can offer to give it to Italy instead, I think, but no, just keep that for yourself. That's going to be pretty nice. Because puppets are good. Oh yeah, that's just the... You know, I was just freaking out about how important mech is, but this is also extremely important. We need 600 more. That's about 30 days. Actually, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're so fine. I'm gonna drop one of the motorized ones because I think we're running out of motorized. More than we are motorcycles. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough mechanized for that. Are we in the red on motorized? I thought we were, but maybe we're not. Yes, we are, very much. 3200 mech, please. I'm halfway there. 1600, let's pull out the calculator. 1610 more divided by, uh, let's say 54 a day, because our production efficiency is still going up, so it's going to increase. 30 days. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for a historical barb date. We can do this. This will all be perfect. Beautiful. Mech is awesome. It increases your strength. It, I've I've overlooked it a lot in the past because it's quite expensive and it's kind of just glorified motorized, and you know, tanks are the real heavy lifters, but infantry really is the backbone. And so this is one of the reasons you don't want to neglect it. First, it's going to help your hardness quite a bit. Um, just swapping this one, we go from 29 to, what the heck, 30 hardness. Um, Sometimes you'll see a 2% increase, but maybe that's just if you swap a motorcycle or something that I think has lower hardness. Um, it also gives more org, which is nice. Only 0.2 more, but motorized infantry already gives a ton of org, so 0.2 more than that is actually quite impressive. Uses less manpower, which is great. Um, so increasing strength and decreasing manpower, that means you're going to have a lot lower manpower losses when you have strength losses, because it's, percent based. So you have more strength, losing, let's say, 5 strength in a battle is going to be a smaller percentage of your strength. So you'll have a smaller percent of your max manpower as losses, and those losses will be smaller because 1% of, 11,400 is less than, you know, same percent of 11,600. So pretty nice, slightly better stats all around here. But yeah, those are the big ones: strength, organization, manpower. So, oh, and hardness, yeah. So that's what we're gonna roll with. Right. Yeah, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing that. That is the thing we're doing. Yeah. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's good. This is horrible production. This is awful to look at. I hate everything about this. Less, less on that. More on mech. More mech for the mech. Uh, funny number. All right. All right. Now this is quite a predicament. Uniforms. Why am I getting so many mills? I need more everything else. There we go. This is pretty nice. These ones are good to get too for that fuel capacity. Uh, this is a long one though, and don't care. Portable fuel cans. They will serve us well. Glorious. Glorious. They're going to give us a lot of factories, actually. They have a shocking amount of industry in this crappy little bit of land. And a lot of bauxite. So right now it's not really a concern for us, but later on we're going to be wanting to import a lot to sustain our fighter production. This is bugged out. We can't see them yet, but yeah, look at that. 300. I can import 250 for one. That's pretty good. Oh, look. Welcome, Rashid Ali Al. pal. Um, well, what can I say? More mech. Yeah, see, we have a lot of rubber, so maybe you could produce a few less rubber refineries and instead build more assembly plants, because that is the issue we're running into. Oh yeah, I need my
Angetreten.
infantry. They're on a fallback line. That's why they're not doing anything. Good thing we noticed that now instead of June 22nd. Assembly line production. Great. So that's 15% cap. That's a lot. Air and engine. Ah, yes, I forgot. So we don't really need to be building those engine ones. Probably gonna get more than enough. Um, Screw it. Dockyards? Dockyards. Uh, sure, let's do that. Got those tank ones. Screw you, Sweden. Greece capitulated. Good job. Alright. Wow, they came a long way from being destroyed by Greece and Albania. They haven't come that long, will they? Could do that. We don't want to do that, though. Here you go, you can have Thrace. Do you get cores on it? I don't know, but I don't, so I don't care. Trying to find something that makes me care about my navy at least a little bit. Ooh, these are long focuses that I can spend a little bit of navy XP on to reduce. That makes me like them. Yeah, we're really building up as much of that last minute stuff as possible. Uh, yeah, go for these ones as well. Similar to these early ones, they're going to boost your self-propelled artillery. We could also go for spotter planes. They actually boost. There'll be a support company that actually boosts your artillery, including SPGs, quite a bit. Downside is they use a lot of fuel. I think the support company, it only uses like 10 planes or something like that, but for some reason it uses like 0.5 fuel or something insane like that. It's really not worth it until you have like a massive overabundance of fuel. But in the meantime, let's do these for the SPGs. Um, yeah, I guess we're just gonna leave this because that's helping us produce more of these Stug 4s. Speaking of which, let's have a look at our assault guns. About 800 out of 2,000 in the field right now are Stug 4s. That's pretty good, actually. Alright. Now, time to, well, where are we at? 49 minutes in. So let's end this video with some really boring setup for Barbarossa. Setup is probably the most important part. Shocker. Athens. I don't know why default option is you taking it. It kind of makes me want to take it, but I don't really care, so you guys can have it. Um,
Angetreten.
yeah, if your start of Barbarossa is set up poorly, you're gonna pay for it. You really need to knock them out fast. You need a really powerful punch just to, well, actually let's select everyone except those 500. Yeah, look at that. And if you know, make a mistake like, oh, my army's not at the front line because they were on a fallback order in France, um, you're wasting valuable time. You're gonna get, uh, where'd it go? Kick in the door. even if you did prepare for the long war, you're still going to get a temporary bonus as well. It's only 5%. Here it's 20%. And I believe in addition to that one, through the focus, there's another bonus you get. Um, maybe not. Eastern Front Initiative. I think that might be all you get. But Soviets are also really weak as soon as you start the war from their purges. But um, they're going to pick up really fast after the war starts. So you really want to destroy their army because they have a massive army. Let's see, it's really hard to get intel on them. So we really can't tell much, but they probably have a lot of troops in the field. So take my word for it. Oh,
Angetreten.
yeah, my coastal garrison. I didn't tell them ever to garrison anything other than that coast. Yeah, we have some more coast than that, guys. Don't worry, we're probably never going to be naval invaded. Probably. Um, so yeah, we want to make sure this setup is impeccable, flawless. 1, 2, 3, 4. Memel. The rest of you, this is a good spot actually. You can go to all three of these. Here we're gonna put 400. Oh yeah, we have a lot of fighters. Um, we're deploying these a little late. If we did it a little earlier, we probably could have trained some of them. Ah, whoops. Um, we're probably fine. It's not that big of a deal. Managing air is so bad. I hate it in this game. It's almost as bad as Navy. Actually, it's probably worse than Navy. Navy's just sort of, I don't know. It's a little complex, but once you get it, it's, well, I'm not going to say I got it, but it's just sort of weird. Air is just tedious, though, and boring. Just click air wing, click deploy new air wing, click their mission, click the air zone. Make sure to check on them every 2 hours to make sure they're performing at high efficiency and whatever. It's just not pleasant. So 3,500 fighters, heavy fighters, 700 CAS. We could probably go for more CAS. Do we have any space anywhere? In the north. Gotta squeeze these guys in. We need more. We need more space. We need my space. Oh, another thing you can do. Um, it's not crucial, but it could be nice. I'm going to do this one. Railroads are extremely expensive to build in black ice. They used to be worse. They actually made it cheaper to build them, but it's still pretty bad. So look at this. This one little province, and it's a month almost to actually build that. It's kind of ridiculous. But if you're really strategic with it, so say you want to upgrade, uh, I don't know, this whole section here, instead of doing this to upgrade it, you're going to want to do this, 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 this. It's the same amount of time, but because it's split into 4 queues that can all be working at once, you can effectively, by using 4 times as many civs, do it in a quarter of the time. So that's one way you can really speed that up. Um, but even so, that's still a massive investment. So in Black Ice, you really want to be strategic about your use of uh, railway upgrades. And I think this is one place where you can do that. You can upgrade this to 60. If you upgrade this one as well, that can become, that can carry 60. Upgrade this, now that one's 60 as well. So just some neat little tricks there. Even this one we can boost up to a 40 or a 60. Yeah, because this is a level 3 right here. Uh, oh, fine, an engine. Get out of here. Uh, yeah. So you can probably do a little more extensively than I did with railroads, but I'm kind of forgetting everything. So not working all too well in my favor, but that's all right. We got our air mostly set up. Building a few air bases up where we're gonna squeeze in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 600 more casts. It's gonna be great. Oh my gosh, we need more fuel. This is actually bigger than the Air Force I usually have, which is probably good because I usually have an Air Force that's like fighting for its life to get me green air. Thanks. Yeah, that won't even make up for my deficit. This is rough. How long is this gonna take? June 3rd. Improved computing machine. Uh, Air accidents chance bad weather penalty. Yeah, that's nice. Allegedly, radars are important, but most of this warfare is such high rate of movement that it doesn't really matter. It'll be nice for Britain, Battle of Britain, but I'm not doing that yet, so I can afford to ignore that. 45 days and we're gonna have those. That's nice. That's 24 oil. That's not quite gonna offset what we're missing from the Soviets, but it's something. We can actually get more from the Soviets right now. Recon radios. Well, anything pressing I want to get elsewhere? Because I could just go for the research things right now. Oh, tanks. Forgot. I can do tank there. I want those Stugs. I want them bad. I do want more mech as well. How much? We need 3 more. So that's 9,600. 9,600. Yeah. And we're producing. So we'll need about 150 days, something like that, um, to get enough mech. Rough. Yeah, we're not getting that before the war. But yeah, if we don't capitulate them in 1941, we'll probably be able to do this before 1942. Or before we start fighting again in 1942, which will be like late spring. Oh yeah, that'll be nice though. Go up to 35 hardness. Great stuff. Uh, Military police. One of your focuses gave this terrain modifiers, so if you'd like, you can add military police. You guys will be quite a bit better in urban. So that's something you can keep in mind. Uh, do bear in mind you are going to lose some org from that. So there is a trade-off. I don't know if I went over assault infantry versus regular. Assault infantry is basically just better in urban, forest, and jungle, I believe. Uh, well, let's see. I don't want to get too much into this right now. But yeah, urban, forest, jungle, and marsh, and forts. More like open terrain, I suppose you could think of, is better suited to regular infantry. Plains, hills, mountain, desert, think of places where it's going to be more long range combat. I think that's sort of the idea they're going for. Um, so generally, I like having a decent amount of assault infantry in my tank divisions um, for the urban modifiers, but going 100% assault infantry could have some drawbacks. You might not do as well in flat terrains like plains and deserts where you normally would perform very well. Uh, Hills, that's one where you're going to struggle a little bit and it's going to make you struggle even more. Um, but to be fair, I find most of the combat you're going to be in, especially on the most important front, which is the Soviets, is going to be forest. Uh, and so for that purpose, assault infantry is better. The difference isn't enormous though. It says plus 5%, but when you're in the context of an actual division, um, noise from other battalions will sort of offset that. So it's not going to make a massive difference, but yeah, maybe I would have done 5 assault infantry and then only 2 regular infantry. Who knows? Probably wouldn't have been too different results. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. Alright, I'm yapping way too long. Let's get close to the war. Uh, no, we're about to lose this. No. Alright, June. Oh, yes, we got that. Deploy these guys. Uh, how many heavy fighters do I have? Almost none. So, yeah, I'm not going to build more of them. Oh, there we go. Just these two, and then we're good. Well, I could just do this. There we go. Now that's an air force. 1,400 cast deployed, right? Yeah. And 3,500 fighters. Not bad. We don't have many fighters in reserve. Uh, we're producing about 3 a day. That's not going to offset losses. We might need to actually downsize a little bit, so we're not flying a bunch of half-strength air wings. Um, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Uh, you know, Mech, I want to put you back down. I mean, at this point, we're not going to get another. Oh, wow, that drops so much with the lack of assembly plants. 67 a day. There's no chance we're going to get another battalion swapped for mech uh, before the war. And after the war starts, we're not going to do it until winter anyway. And I can put them at the bottom, and we'll still be able to do that most likely. So that is where they'll go. Um, Maybe it's time for my Stugs to abuse. Oh yeah, forgot about last minute changes. Artillery, no thank you. Give me self-propelled. Actually, you guys are, I can make this look a lot better. Boom. That is a much cleaner looking division. Maybe I'll swap this guy for that. This guy for that. That looks clean, doesn't it? Other than this, ignore that. Alright, so now we have extra SPGs involved. Life is good. 33 hardness. Equipment is all available. Everyone's happy. Except the Soviets. They're not happy. All right, yeah. I'm going to show you here. 22.6. 22.8. 0.2 organization. I mean, it's not nothing, but yeah, definitely a lot less substantial than the truck radios. That's for sure. All right. Come on. Sell. Yes, our max increased. Thank you, Paraguay. Very cool. All right. Things are getting close to the day. June 22nd, 1941. That's the day. Stop importing this. That's only one civ because it's France. Thank you, France. But we don't need it. Is this going to be done in time? No, July 4th. Um, yeah. Dang. We're screwed. It's over. Might as well surrender. Now, motorization. This is the last thing I'm going to go over. I just want to make sure everything is perfectly elucidated for the pre-war setup because this is critical. Uh, I don't want you to mess up. I don't want me to mess up on it either. That would be pretty embarrassing. You know what? Maybe I'll make a backup save just in case next episode doesn't go too well. But yeah, you really want to make sure supplies set up, divisions are
Angetreten.
equipped, you're at the border. Speaking of being at the border, that's
Befehle.
one mistake I just made. I did not set up well. I'm not going to micro like crazy, but I think if you want to have a good run, it is crucial that you
Achtung.
micro the start very well. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do.
Befehle.
Move you two there. Move you two
Angetreten.
here.
Ausrücken.
Perhaps three. You
Ausrücken.
there. You there.
Angetreten.
Alright, so what I'm essentially doing
Ausrücken.
is I'm preparing for a pincer in the north here, where I'm going to have one armored fist punch along the coast, another one starting here,
Angetreten.
so they're not crossing a river. It's going to punch here, where it's nice, easy terrain to punch through, and they're going to sort of push along here, and we're going to create a pocket in here. All these guys are going to be gone. That's a pretty nice early encirclement, very easy. It's very hard to mess that encirclement up. Over here, I'm going to have, on this side of the river, tiny little encirclement here, and I'm going to push to these two cities. Those are pretty crucial cities for supply, and they can be, I'm not going to compare it to like Belgium or anything where it's really easy to get seriously bogged down, but they can be a little nasty to take if you have, you know, bad weather, you're not really properly prepared,
Befehle.
and all these things. Here, we're going to avoid having, the battle planner loves just putting a ton of tanks here, in my experience. You don't want that. This is going to be an encirclement. You're going to hit here, and spread out, and then you're going to come from the north. Punch along rail lines. Most of the offensives you're going to notice are going to be along railway lines because you cannot sustain long offensives in Russia without supply. So if your offensive involves going like this for an encirclement, you're going to fail the vast majority of the time. Unless you're remarkably well prepared for it with insane modifiers and stuff,
Achtung.
it's not going to go well. So
Bereit.
I'm glad I caught that with 4 days to spare.
Angetreten.
Uh,
Ausrücken.
let's move you over.
Angetreten.
How quick are you going to get there? 3 days. Right.
Angetreten.
How many
Achtung.
tanks is that going to be there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys are going down? I don't know what's going on. That looks like enough.
Achtung!
You guys. Hmm. Yeah, let's go
Ausrücken!
crazy. No, let's go crazy up here. Gonna want to motorize these supply hubs. You're gonna want to do this manually. If you motorize the army, any supply hub that they get any supply from will become motorized. So not only all these ones that I'm motorizing right now, um, but these ones which are oversupplied, so motorizing them isn't going to do anything. Well, not quite. It will actually have some effect, but not much. Um, these ones, this one will be motorized. Gives the ones, maybe not. I don't know what that's giving supply to. Oh, probably this guy or something.
Bereit!
I don't know. But yeah, a lot of these will be motorized. You will not be able to sustain that in terms of heavy trucks, especially for me, because I usually have like 5 to 6,000 by this point, but I decided to produce less of them this time because you really don't need more than, I think 3,000 is probably a solid number. We're probably a-okay with that. Um, all right, I'm
Angetreten!
gonna be schizophrenic and just sort of jump around here. Down in the south, we're not gonna push along this mountain line. That's a great way to get stalled early. We're gonna push just straight through here, along this river, and at this point where it gets really narrow, we might cross the river. Depends how tough they are, how well our troops are doing by the time we get to this point. We might push there. Otherwise, we might just keep going and just make this one long encirclement along the border. They're not going to abandon the border with these guys when you go to war, even when you don't call these guys in. So that's going to be a free encirclement for the most part. You just have to make sure you don't lose supply and get counter encircled. So
Bereit!
you guys are going to be going here. Gonna do some pushes to the side here along these rail lines.
Bereit!
You go
Befehle!
down. How much longer until July 4th? Yeah, that one. Darn you. Surely. Uh, where are you guys
Achtung!
moving? Yeah, I think these guys are gonna
Bereit!
go south.
Angetreten!
Yeah, that seems like a good
Achtung!
concentration.
Befehle!
Yeah, this seems reasonable.
Angetreten!
Somewhat reasonable.
Bereit! Angetreten!
One of you's going down there, so we're gonna have 3 there. 3, 3, 3. Right. Let's do this one. SPGs get another boost. Did I already do the engineer ones? Yes, I did. Alright. Yeah, those ones are big for river, plus 10% attack against river. Uh, and then this one's a bunch of urban bonuses and forts. Oh, actually, did I just see something for rivers too? Perhaps. Um, but here we go. We're going to want to set up our air and everything. Medical evacuation. Um, sure, let's go for this actually. We're going to need that. Keep our pilots experienced and not dead. Cool. Everyone's happy. Everyone's good. Tank assembly plants are not happy, not good. Uh, we're all replaced with everything on SPGs, so we can actually massively cut back on this. Tank factories rejoice. Don't rejoice too much because I want stugs. So yeah, 200 days, that'll be all good. Um, let's get some fighters because we're gonna need them. Um, let's upgrade these. We're producing 600 uniforms a day. Let's see. Do some last minute checks. Not much we can do at this point, but it's good to know where we're at. yeah, vast majority of our army, well, I shouldn't say vast majority, 2/3 of our army is using the updated model. And that should be,
Achtung!
is there a way to check your equipment? Huh, I wish there was. We just have to scan through at random. They should all be upgraded because they're all high priority units. Looks like they are. That's very good. Yeah, so you see here, combat width, good. It's basically 25. Not gonna have any issues. Org, amazing. Recovery rate, awesome. Things are looking good. We're ready for Barb. Well, you'll get to see some of that micro in the next one. Yeah, have fun with that.